Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. Just wanted to shoot a quick video and talk about how to let go of how it should be. How to let go of how it should be. What do I mean by that? Oftentimes we can go through life and things can happen and we can say coulda, woulda, shoulda. And so having said all that, I want to discuss letting go of how it should be. First of all, we need to realize that life is change. Life pretty much is change. And we must accept the fact that things may never go back to how they used to be, and that something that ends is really just a new beginning. Think about that. Also, even though you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can control your attitude about what happens to you. And in doing so, you will gradually master change rather than allowing it to gradually master you. We must realize that every situation, every difficult situation in our life can be an excuse for hopelessness or an opportunity for growth, depending on what you choose to do with it. Daily effort is never wasted. It's never wasted, even when it leads to discouraging results, for it always makes you stronger, more experienced, and more educated in the long run. People spend too much time focusing on the sprint when in many cases it's really about the marathon. If you want to be effective and bright, you got to let go of your need to always be right. There are people that cannot take constructive criticism. There are people that refuse. I know people right now that refuse to admit they're wrong. If they refuse to admit it. It's easy to point out what somebody else is doing or where someone else is messed up. But in very few and rare cases, nobody's 100% blameless. Something to think about. Also, when you hear only what you want to hear, you're not really listening. Listen to what you don't want to hear too. That's how you grow. And then finally, you have to be humble. You have to be teachable. The world is bigger than your view of the world. There's always room for a new perspective, a new step, a new possibility. In other words, there's always room for a new beginning. And you can't start a new chapter in your life if you're constantly rereading the one that you refuse to turn the page from and start writing in the next chapter. You can't keep doing that. And then so when you think about the unfavorable outcomes that you may have had, one of the things that you have to do is, I would say the biggest thing that you have to do is be okay with not knowing. Sometimes we get caught up in wanting to move forward, but we can't move forward. We believe we can't move forward because we don't have all the answers. But now that you have given yourself some necessary space, tell yourself, I don't know why things are this way. And be okay with this unknowing. Give yourself full permission to not have concrete answers in this moment. What would it be like to allow this moment to unfold without knowing? What is it like to not know what's going on in the hearts and minds of others? What is it like to not know how to respond to the chaos that ultimately comes with living life? And what is it like to be here right now without jumping to conclusions? And the bottom line is, when life dishes you a harsh dose of reality, The best steps involve sitting silently and witnessing the thoughts passing through you. Just witnessing it first, not interfering and not even judging. Because by judging too rapidly, you have lost the pure witness. The moment you rush to say, this is absolutely terrible or things should be different, you have already jumped head first into the chaotic tension. So I wanted to share that with you. And I trust that it was of value to you. And if it was, feel free to share this video. Feel free to leave me a comment. Remember, in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, the Moving Motivator, and I will talk to you on the next one. Peace.